Hello and welcome to Slightly Impressive Vlog Every Day in April. My name is Grifter and it's April 23rd. Okay, so today's question is to share a funny memory, a funny in-game memory. So, the one I've chosen is, this was a few years ago, this was in Wrath. But one time we pugged a bunch of people for a raid. We just did some achievement run somewhere. And the next night, this guy logs into our event while we're all just hanging out. And he just starts talking crazy, like he's not making any sense, and he keeps going raga, 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 and we're like, what is that? What is it? Who is this guy? But it became obvious eventually that he was in the wrong vent. First of all, that he was in the wrong vent. He's from another guild, and he thinks he's in his guild's vent, and they're doing a raid. So of course, we just started playing along, right? So he'd be like, okay, who's tanking this one? And I'd say, I am tanking. I need to know how to tank this. And so we figured out he was in Nax at some point. And he would just give us notes and we'd play along, and during the fights we'd shout things out like, okay, use heroism. And we kept it going for a long time. This went on for hours. And he would just ramble about things. Like, it became obvious really fast that he was just completely baked. Like, this guy was out of his mind. And he just... we just started talking to him, and he told us he was a philosophy major, so we just started, or not philosophy, psychology major, so we started asking him questions. Like, at one point I asked him who would win in a fight between Sigmund Freud and Pavlov's dogs, and he was like, oh, well, Sigmund Freud had a fake jaw, so he could just detach that and just throw it at the dogs, but he can only take out one dog like that because it doesn't work like a boomerang. He explained this very clearly. He can't take out all the dogs. So once he's thrown that jaw, the dogs are gonna win. The remaining dogs. So we're like, what? And we looked it up, and sure enough, yeah, Sigmund Freud had a fake jaw. Who knew? So yeah, we kept that going for a long time, and then he eventually like passed out or logged off or whatever, and he came in the next day, still didn't know he was in the wrong vent, and we were in the middle of a raid, so like we couldn't deal with it then. We were like, okay, we gotta tell him, and so we told him that he was in the wrong vent, and he was just, it was hilarious. He was just so embarrassed, and then he left, and we never heard from him again. So good old Raggle is just legendary in our guild. If you're out there, buddy, you keep on keeping on. And that's my story. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye.